Check out our Patreon where we give you behind the scenes of making our videos and private tips to improve your YouTube channel with proven techniques and backed by our trial and error experience. Also follow the creator of In the News with weekly vlogs. More information at patreon.com/InTheNewsTV. Links will be in the description and comment section. For In the News TV Daily, where we provide daily uploads for the urban news, the musician-singer Melly just released her mixtape/EP called Phases, but she might be in big trouble with the big fish and the CEO of Dream Chaser Records, Meek Mill.
I'm in the news with it.
Melly was featured on Meek Mill's motivational tour, but something happened during the NYC stop where she stopped performing after the NYC date. According to her post on Instagram, she clapped back at a fan saying this: "People gonna attack me at this point, why not speak?" Yes, everyone was aware that I was not coming back since the NYC tour date. I even went on Instagram, which if you scroll you'll see. Me and Meek even spoke through DM where he refused to hear me out cause I was bugging. I can't force a grown man to feel me, and I don't blame him cause he didn't want to see eye to eye, and that's fine. When I said yo I'm hurt, he told me all he asked that I wouldn't talk down on him, and I agreed that I wouldn't and I couldn't. I literally wanted to be a part of the family, I just didn't fit in. I was clear even to NY, which was the day I didn't perform. It was clear after a big discussion went down backstage, the whole team was verbal about everything, which is who handled everything. Beautiful relationship knew already I wouldn't be on the Dream Chasers 2. I'm not a snake, bro, and I never will sit here and discredit them, but a lot of things happened, and instead of it being addressed, it was left in the air for the public because it's no one's business. So according to Melly, Meek Mill basically threw under the bus for Lil Uzi to perform. I mean, if you wanted Uzi to perform, let Uzi rock out, but I can't understand her being upset. I mean, she's from Harlem and she probably wanted to give her fans a good concert in her hometown. So I think Meek Mill was wrong. She thought she was going to sing the song WTS on the Championship album, but they told her they couldn't find a mic and Uzi took her place and performed. So now we fast forward till today. Tori Lanez posted this on his Instagram. He added her on Instagram and said, "I'm so proud of you. Watch you grind your way through everything. When people tried to play you, you kept your head strong and stayed focused. I'm happy that you're dropping your first real project today called Phases. I'm proud as AF to announce that say that you're a part of the team. Welcome to One Umbrella, and let's take this to the top. Phases out now on all streaming platforms." Okay, so now Meek Mill posted right under it, and he had the faces like, he put the emoji in the thinking faces. And he said, "This is a corny A move on both of y'all ends." What it's looking like is that Tori Lanez actually signed Melly behind Meek Mill's back, which is crazy because like I said, they all connect, all three of them connect. Meek Mill did songs with Tori Lanez, and Tori Lanez is also friends with Meek Mill. They've clubbed together, they hung out together, they've been on yachts together. Them guys not to actually have a conversation about Melly and her signing to his record label, I mean, I think it's kind of shady. I think it's kind of snakish behind their back. In Melly's defense, it's only the strong survive, so she has to make her situation better. If Meek Mill is not doing it right behind the scenes, of course she needs to get with someone better who will actually put out a project. And obviously, she has a project out with Tori Lanez, and it's actually out on all streaming platforms. Who knows? Meek Mill might have shelved her and kept her behind the scenes for years and years and years. So I definitely understand her actually leveling up and getting her released and getting the press that she deserves. But I think Tori and Melly is wrong. They should have reached out to Meek and beforehand. I can understand why Meek feels like they are corny for not coming to him. I mean, and to be honest, she kind of owes Meek Mill. He gave her popularity because of his motivational tour, so she went on her Instagram for her 312,000 followers, and she had to defend herself in the IG comments. She had to clap back on a fan, claiming that she was ungrateful, and she said this: "I knew she was ungrateful when the tour came to NYC. She knew dang well he was going to bring her out for the WTS, but she left the building after her whack A performance." Melly said, "I was behind the curtains when the mic was taken out of my hand, and a grown man said to my face he couldn't find the mic and gave it to Lil Uzi. STFU. NYC is your hometown. You definitely deserve to perform as much as you can during your hometown, you know, especially because you got to think she's performing for Meek Mill. A lot of people aren't there. So once people get there and they're for the main event, Meek Mill, the WTS, you already know the song. I mean, definitely she should have performed that song. I agree with her, But I mean, things happen. Sometimes big bank takes little bank, pretty much. So Lil Uzi Vert might have been in the town, and he probably thought that the crowd would react to Lil Uzi Vert more than they would react to Melly. I mean, it is what it is at this time. And then according to Melly, she says Meek Mill was upset that she didn't let him smash. And she posted this on her Instagram as well. I ain't want to F him. He kept saying I was acting bougie, that I was another Nicki Minaj, and when I would speak up for myself, he would call me crazy. F what y'all talking about. I handled a lot of hush. F y'all. For her to just actually say that Meek Mill was trying to smash her, I mean, don't you think Meek Mill would have been a little bit more upfront about trying to get with her? Or do you think he seen the potential in her, then after a while or after weeks and weeks of being on tour, just seeing her in a different light, maybe he started to get attracted to her? Maybe it could just be hearsay. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you think Meek Mill was trying to show interest in her just to smash her in the long run? Or do you think he seen the potential and then kind of was like, hey, she looks all right. Let me see what that's about. Okay, then she went to the Hot 90. She went on her press run, like I said, in Hot 97. She was on air with Nessa Situation. She says the egos got the best of them and it shouldn't have been taken to social media. She thinks they could have came together and cleared the drama up. She's speaking about Meek Mill and Tori Lanez. Her best lesson learned was don't let the emotions get the best of them. And she actually, back in January of 2019, the beginning of the year, she showed a clip of Meek Mill, and a lot of people were on the assumption that they were together or they was messing around, because in the clip it shows Meek Mill sleep and it looks like a hotel, but of course they're on tour and they're friends and artists, so he was asleep, and a lot of people were saying, hey, they're messing around, because who goes to sleep in someone else's hotel room? How do you guys feel about it? I mean, sometimes the biggest beefs is always over a female. And it seems like this is going to be a Tori Lanez and Meek Mill fallout. Something that happened between two friends. Now it might mess up records, potential money being made, potential shows, all because of Melly. But I think, honestly, I think they both should go somewhere and hash it out. Talk on the phone, get on FaceTime like I always say, and just hash it out and be like, hey bro, my bad about that. Let's talk about it. How do we fix this situation? And then bring Melly into the situation and have all three of them clear it out, hash it out. I mean, with these celebrities and these people of higher power, sometimes they don't even want to talk. Like Melly said, she reached out to Meek Mill. He didn't want to hear it. So let's talk about this in the comments. Like I said, the industry is not loyal, but sometimes you can't cross the wrong person. Now let me ask you guys this. You know, Meek Mill is very influential in the music industry. Do you think he's gonna blackball Tori Lanez and maybe his artist Melly? I mean, I've seen it happen to a lot of artists. So let's talk about this in the comments. And do you think Melly is wrong moving on with Meek Mill? Like I said, the music industry is not loyal, but sometimes you can't cross the wrong person. All right, make sure you comment below, like the video, subscribe. I'm in the news with it, and thanks for getting to the end. I'm in the news with it. I'll catch you on the next one.